Hello, Virgo. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to do a little bonus reading for you guys because you were my most viewed video in the last bunch of videos I did. So I just wanted to say thank you and do a little career and love check-in for you guys. So let's get into it. In regards to career and to love, it feels like it's time for you to trust your intuition. Okay, you may be wanting to go towards new horizons, and a big part of that is having to walk away from something else, and you may be second guessing if that's the right choice for you. But I'm just getting the energy from spirit that it's time to trust your intuition, trust what your heart is guiding you towards, and understand that you may not know exactly how that path is going to unfold, but you can trust yourself and allow yourself to go towards the things that you're passionate about in love and in career. And when it comes to love, there could be certain past situations that still kind of linger, leaving a bad taste in your mouth, making you unsure if you can trust others or if you're worthy of love. And just know that love is the most abundant thing on this planet, more abundant than air, than water. And it's like thinking you think you don't deserve love or it's never going to come. It's like thinking that you don't deserve oxygen. So just kind of recognize that just because things happen a certain way in the past doesn't mean that's going to be how it is in the future or forever. And sometimes we go through certain things because we have to learn certain lessons. So allow yourself to take the lesson, leave the pain. All right. So let's get into it. We're going to start with career and then we'll get into love. Okay, so for career, bottom of the deck, we have soul family, calling your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So definitely these two cards, like they're both giving like cave, all that energy. So I feel like you may be going through a hard time with your career right now, but know that, like it says, this is your rite of passage. You have to get through this to get on the other side of it. And there's a lot of, things outside of this lifetime, maybe past life stuff, things that happen in your bloodline, like you're rewriting that story right now, right? And that's kind of a big order to take. It's very hard to see what your family has been through in the past or feel in your body maybe what you've been through in a past life and decide that's not going to be this time. I'm going to break that cycle. So acknowledge that that is a hard task to take on, but it's going to be so beautiful. Okay. As you're going through that, allow yourself to call on those that you need, call on those that you love, that you trust, because you don't have to do all of this alone. You're allowed to rest and relax and know that this type of stuff doesn't happen in a day, right? So just allow this unfolding, like have gratitude for it and appreciation for it, because you are, like, it feels like there's generational wealth that you're going to be providing, just breaking a lot of curses, a lot of cycles, and that's not easy. So make sure you're taking care of yourself and letting others help you as you need. All right. So let's see what's going on with Virgo for career. Please and thank you. I'm going to get these oracle cards out, then we'll clarify them with the tarot. Okay. Lots of cards. Lots of cards. Alrighty. Put that over there. Okay, so we have you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. I like that. And then we have Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Okay. We have Lumeria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. I'm going to put those together. And we have dance with life, do something to change your energy, and take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Okay. So let's kind of put some of these together. All right. Definitely feel these together. feel like these go together. Okay. All right, so we've kind of got them bunched up. I like that. So let's start with Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity, and Lumeria, creating heaven on earth is happening. So you guys could definitely be a healer of some sort, maybe a doctor, a counselor. Maybe you do work just helping people heal. Maybe you could even be like a real estate agent, right? Creating heaven on earth, helping people find their dream home, something like that. But know that no matter what it is you do, know that it is much bigger than, what you may see it as. Okay. And maybe some of you are feeling called to do something much bigger than what you do now, maybe wanting to do nonprofit work, charity work. Okay. But you are here to spread positivity. You are here to renew the hope and the faith, the connection to nature that we have. And that's a very beautiful thing to do. I really like this energy. It feels like it just feels like I'm seeing like Glinda from Glinda the Good Witch from the Wizard of Oz, her coming down in her little bubble. It's like that's what you're doing here. You're providing that hope, that faith, that renewal. Some of you guys may do retreats or like be a yoga teacher or something like that. It just feels like you're doing very soulful work. And again, it doesn't have to be in a spiritual field, but you're doing something that really touches people's soul, connects with them. I'm seeing the letter C a lot. So some of you guys may have that in your name, or maybe something that you do has to do with the letter C. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess, the Chariot, the Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's definitely time to follow your intuition with something. Don't let your thoughts get the best of you. You may be fearful about like, okay, especially like if you want to go into nonprofit or like spiritual work or something unconventional, you may be questioning your stability and security, and that may be a reason for the doubt. But Spirit's saying you don't have to take all this on by yourself. Allow others to help you, guide you, especially those that you love, those that you trust. Go to other people for advice if you're unsure about what it is you want to do, or if you're unsure about following your intuition on something. All right, tell me more about Pleiades, Lemuria for Virgo. Ooh. Ooh. This is exciting. I like this energy. They're saying, yeah, definitely it's time for you to go towards this new horizon, this new chapter. Some of you guys may be wanting to quit your job to start your own company, your own business, or maybe you're wanting to scale back on something to invest in something else, like going back to school or starting your own business, something like that. Something's meant for you, Virgo. Because look, they're letting you know the seed that you're planting is going to grow. This is a situation where you're going to have to be patient, right? Nothing is going to happen overnight or be super easy, but what you put in is going to grow back for you. Like you're just in this beginning stage, and they're letting you know, keep watering it, keep giving it time and energy. It will become something beautiful. And with the Six of Wands, they're letting you know, like, not only is it going to grow, but it will be successful. People are going to really appreciate the work that you're doing. People are going to celebrate you. They're going to look up to you. You're going to be a role model here. So whatever this is that you're wanting to invest in, I would go towards it, because it looks like it's going to be very, very beneficial, very lucrative. Okay, so let's go into here then. So we have Dance with Life, Do Something to Change Your Energy, Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. Okay, so I definitely feel like you guys are wanting to take on some sort of leadership role here. Again, maybe wanting to start your own business, maybe wanting to just be more active in the community. It feels like you guys want to help people heal, want to help people find their place. Like you just want to be a support system for others. So I feel like Spirit is saying, like, believe in yourself with this. Okay. And if you feel like what you're doing currently does not fulfill this need for you, you're allowed to find different avenues, new ways of, going about your business. You're allowed to pivot and choose a different path if you feel you've run into a wall with something. Give yourself that permission to do that. All right, tell me more about Dance with Life and Sisterhood of the Rose. Ooh. I like it. The fact that strength is the only card that flipped over, I feel like that's a message from Spirit saying all you need is strength right now. There is our animal nature and our higher self. Our animal nature is more concerned with how am I going to survive, right? So that could be a very important thing for you to figure out is like, okay, if I want to do this, maybe you should make sure you have a certain amount in your savings. Maybe not necessarily like quitting one job to start your own thing or go towards a new direction, but maybe you can, scale back on one job while you're figuring this out, while you're investing, while you're starting your training or whatever. But most importantly, recognize that your higher self is there. You have control over these fears, over these doubts. Okay. And it's not to say that like being concerned about how you're going to pay your bills, your security is a real life situation. But there's also the aspect of the universe here that does support us, that does take care of us. So learn how you can lean into that rather than having to have all these answers right now. Because Spirit is going to make sure you're taken care of, especially when you're following your purpose. So figure out how to lean into that more. And with the Strength card, you could be dealing with a Leo there. All right, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Three of Swords. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of fear surrounding this new journey. Okay, you want to go towards new horizons. You want to get out of a comfort zone, but you're scared that you might face rejection, that you might have some sort of financial setback, or that you won't be received, whatever's going on here. At the end of the day, like I just said, those are legitimate concerns, right? We all have to pay bills. We all have to, keep the lights on and have food, right? But how can you blend in your human self and your higher self with that? How can you lean into faith? Okay. This new chapter doesn't have to be immediate. You don't have to say, okay, I'm quitting this job and I'm going to start my own business. Da, 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 da. Like I have my tarot business, but I still work at a restaurant because this doesn't pay my bills just yet. And trying to figure out how to pay bills and figure out how to grow a business is stressful. So it's just like figure out something that can make you feel secure without holding yourself back. Okay, you can DoorDash, Uber, collect aluminum cans and sell them somewhere, right? There's other options. So don't just allow these fears to hold you back, okay? Because you're meant for this, whatever it is. You guys could be seeing the number 3 a lot. Okay. And then we have, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north, and take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So this is kind of the confirmation we needed for this stuff, right? Letting you know, like, yes, you're on the right path. This is where you should go. Don't doubt yourself. But also understand that this is not going to happen in 1 second. You wouldn't want that either, like there's a reason things take time to unfold, like we have here with that 7 of Pentacles. Things take time because there's certain things you have to learn about yourself, about how to run a certain business or how to show up in certain spaces, how to trust yourself. You know what I mean? So don't expect this to happen overnight or happen quickly. And know that going towards it doesn't accelerate the path either. Just have faith that you're doing what you're meant to do and allow divine orchestration to take charge here. All right, tell me more about you're already doing it and take a break for Virgo. So what's cool is we have the 8 of Cups, the Ace of Cups. These flipped over while I was shuffling the cards earlier to get ready for the reading. So yeah, you're definitely going to have to walk away from something that is no longer fulfilling to go towards your happiness. And what's cool is this little person is the Hermit before they get into Hermit mode. And the Hermit is your card, Virgo. So know that this is a time where you're going to have to trust your higher self, trust your intuition, your soul. It may not make sense to your mind, but it makes sense to your heart. And that's what you need to follow right now. It may be scary, but you can trust, okay? And don't allow fear to keep you held back. Allow fear to, because sometimes we get scared when we're going towards something that's uncomfortable. Just because it's uncomfortable doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean you're going to fail. It just means it's a new experience, a new way to learn. And that's what we're here to do on Earth. So instead of letting your fears control you, allow yourself to sit with them, figure out the root, figure out what they need to be accepted and integrated. Because they don't have the power to keep you held back if you don't give it that power. So instead of giving that power away, use your power to get to know these fears so you're not self-sabotaging. All right, we have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. Allow yourself to loosen up the grip here. Okay? Know that you're going to be successful. Everything's going to work out, but you don't have to, have white knuckles on the whole situation. There's definitely a need for more trust and faith here for sure. And Spirit may be saying, if you have this giant concern about like your security or stability, look into different avenues, right? Figure out if there's another job or something on the side you can do to bring that peace and ease into your heart. Maybe you could, like just ask someone for help if you need it, or I don't know. It just feels like there's a lot of support surrounding you, but you're trying to figure it out all on your own. And I think that's going to make things harder for you. With the King of Cups, Three of Pentacles, yeah, it's like there could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces that could help you at this time. But Spirit's letting you know you don't have to do it by yourself with this Three of Pentacles. There could be a mentor. There could be a loved one, a friend, somebody like that you can go to for guidance. There's also someone who's like cool, calm, collected. This could be someone who has been an entrepreneur or just someone that you go to for a lot of emotional support because they're very calm. Go to them. Whether this is like financial support or guidance on how to maneuver this situation, or maybe it's just how to stay calm and trusting. Whatever it is you feel you need most, go to someone for that. Because I'm telling you, you are here to create a very beautiful, safe, loving environment for people, no matter what the career field is. But it's going to require you to leave a comfort zone. And that big comfort zone may be impacted with your feelings of security, but you have control over that. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and get into some love messages now. I'm just going to shuffle up this tarot a little bit. Love messages for Virgo, please and thank you. And Virgo, if this is resonating, let me know with a like, a comment. I love to hear from you guys. And definitely share this video with a fellow Virgo so everybody can get the tea. All right, let's get into love. Let's take a little sip of coffee. Okay. All right, bottom of the deck, we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. You deserve love. You are lovable. See, we saw this when I was shuffling the cards earlier. Some of you guys may have Sagittarius in your chart or dealing with the Sagittarius. And we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully in passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Beautiful. So Spirit's letting you know, now is the time to enjoy yourself, feeling good, being loud and proud about how your heart is feeling and the things you're going through, like just putting yourself out there. And know that you may have experienced some difficult things during childhood or even now with your parents, but that does not define you. How others treat you is more of it shows how they are rather than who you are and your worth and your value, right? Of course, especially as a child, if you're not receiving the things you need, it is going to have an impact in your life as an adult, for sure. But recognize that, we all go through things. We all have parents. This is like what Keke Palmer's dad said to her, because she was just talking about her childhood and stuff. And he was like, okay, now what? We've all got parents. We all had messed up childhoods, right? And it's not to invalidate anyone's feelings or anything, but it's just to say you don't have to stay in that mindset and in that narrative anymore. Yes, things may have been challenging, but you don't have to let that, like, you don't have to give your power away to it. Just like you don't have to give your power away to fear here, you don't have to give your power away to people who didn't treat you right, because that just keeps you stuck, not them, you know? All right, let's get some love messages for Virgo, please and thank you. Ooh. All right, let's talk about it. All right, so we do have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. That's very exciting. And then we have positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Exactly. Your goal for everything right now is what do you want to happen? Okay? Whatever you want to happen, that's the mentality you need to have. You need to think, I'm going to be successful. I have what it takes. I'll figure it out. I'm going to meet the love of my life. I'm going to have a deep committed relationship. I'm going to get married. Whatever it is that you've got going on that you want, put your thoughts become words, become actions, becomes your life, right? So start with those thoughts. If you have thoughts of doubt, of fear, stop it, correct it out loud. And then when you have time, you can sit and explore those feelings and that energy. But all I know is we're going to be done going down rabbit holes of negativity. That's what I do now. All right. And with soulmate, this is very exciting. There could be somebody with blonde hair, or maybe someone wearing green. I'm noticing both these cards have a little green on them. But it looks like a soulmate is coming in for you. But I think a big part of that is the mindset, the mentality that you have about love, right? So if you think like, oh, I'm never going to meet somebody, I'm always going to be hurt, or this relationship is never going to work out, we're never going to heal, whatever the situation is for you, don't speak negativity, doubt, fear into your life, okay? Because you do create your own reality. The outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So if you feel like something is not what you want it to be, change within yourself first. All right, let's talk about it. So bottom of the deck here, we do have the World card. This is beautiful. This is successful achievement. This is completion. Okay, things are coming full circle for you when it comes to your love life. With the Knight of Swords, King of Wands, could be dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Definitely Sagittarius. I said that earlier as well. But I feel like somebody's coming your way, or you're going somebody's way. But either way, both these cards are somebody who knows what they want, somebody who's ready to go get it, someone who's not going to back down from a challenge. So I like that. Yeah, I feel like somebody's coming in very quickly that's bringing a very healing energy for you. Could be dealing with an Aquarius here with the Star card. It just feels like there's going to be a lot of hope, faith, renewal, feeling positive. Like that's what I like to see, right? So recognize it's not about waiting for these things to come in to be like, okay, now I can be happy. But it's about, let me be happy. Let me feel success. Let me feel abundant. And then that abundance, success, happiness, love, whatever will come your way. Gorge. All right, tell me more about stay optimistic about your love life for Virgo. Ooh-wee, this is exciting. Okay, with the Ace of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, I like when they only flip over a couple, because to me it's like, okay, here's the most important thing. So Ace of Wands, aces always represent like a new beginning, a new start, a new chapter. And the Wheel of Fortune, which is the number 10, that represents the closing of one other chapter. So you're going from a 10 to a 1. So something is closing for a new beginning to start. And you could definitely be dealing with a fire sign, could be dealing with someone with maybe red hair. You could meet someone, I'm noticing these pyramids down here, kind of mountain vibes. Could meet someone on vacation or like on a hike or in the sand dunes or something like that if you do that. But Spirit's letting you know it's time for a new beginning for you, Virgo, in love. It's time for passion, excitement, chemistry, attraction. Absolutely. And with the Wheel of Fortune, they're letting you know this is fate, this is destiny, this is meant to be. So embrace it, embody it. Stay optimistic because you are meant for a new, passionate beginning. I love it. It's your time. It's your time. Yeah, we have the Death card here, Scorpio energy. Yeah, it's just like one thing is closing, a new thing is opening. Out with the old, in with the new. it feels like you guys are deciding for yourself, you know what, I may have been through certain things in the past, but I'm not going to let them define me anymore. And that is phenomenal. I love that. I really do. All right, we have the King of Pentacles, Temperance, the Two of Swords. King of Pentacles is your energy, Virgo. And then we have Temperance, Sagittarius energy. So yeah, like you don't see it coming. You may even be a little guarded right now. But again, that's why Spirit's saying stay optimistic. Don't focus on the things that have gone wrong, but focus on the sun shining, right? And it's not to say you bury your head in the sand about things you've been through, but it's also to say, like, yeah, I've been through certain things, but I'm not going to let them define my love life forever, right? So allow your heart to be open at this time. Let your guard down, because look at it, the sun is shining, okay? There's going to be peace, balance, and harmony coming into your love life. You're going to feel grounded. You're going to feel protected from the universe. It's like divine orchestration. It's like all of the things you've been through with career and with love. Like it feels like with all of these things, you've been through a lot of doubtful, painful, traumatic experiences, but now you're to the point where these experiences have taught you so much about your capabilities, about what you truly want for your life. So now you're taking all those lessons and turning them into something beautiful, into your dream life. I love that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm telling you, someone's coming to steal your heart, and it's going to be very unexpected, but just let it happen. Let it happen. Trust. Be positive. I think it's going to be very beautiful for you. And then we have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Tell me more about soulmate for Virgo. I love seeing that card. Oh my God, look at it. The lovers flew out. You guys look. This card just flew out. Oh, Gemini energy with the lovers. See, and that's the only, oh my God, wow. That's the only card that flipped up. And then you also have the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Look at that. Both of this card is marriage. And then the lovers, is the lovers. So yeah, you're going to meet the person you're marrying very soon if you haven't already. And all of this, I feel, is coming about because you decide that you're ready for something better. You're leaning into faith and trust. You're planting your seeds. And you're being patient and letting divine timing unfold everything before you. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, I love that. All right, we have the Chariot, the Five of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. I like it. I like it. So yeah, kind of like what I was just saying with the Chariot, the Five of Cups, could be dealing with a Cancer there. But yeah, there's been a lot of disappointment, things not working out for you, all of that stuff. But these situations had to happen so that you could have the confidence, the wisdom, the light, the shadow, everything you needed to manifest this life for yourself, right? This stuff doesn't just happen, okay? It happens when we're ready for it, when we are in energetic alignment for it. And sometimes we have to experience disappointment, delays, setbacks, to recognize that something is not meant for us or the approach is not the way anymore. Either way, this makes me think of that Ariana Grande song, Thank You Next. Anyone who broke your heart, anyone who disappointed you, anyone who doubted you, thank them. Because of that, you had to believe in yourself. You had to love yourself. You have to put yourself first. And now you have everything you need to move forward and create this beautiful life. Oh, I love it. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And with the Page of Pentacles, this is exciting. Pages represent people that are inexperienced or children, basically, right? So with this situation, it's very much out of your comfort zone, but it feels like those relationships where, or just like friendships, whatever, relationships in general, where someone shows you parts of yourself that you didn't even know were there. That's what this feels like. It feels like this person is going to be there for you, support you, make you feel so safe that you are not even there's going to be inner child parts of you that come out to be healed that you didn't even realize needed healing. That's how safe and loving this environment's going to be, this relationship. And you could meet this person traveling. But embrace this new journey because you deserve it, Virgo. This is very beautiful. I'm very excited. All right, we're going to close it out with an oracle message. This is the Oracle of the Hidden World. So let's see what little message you got from the Hidden Worlds. I'm going to read out of the book for this one. Okay, you got 2. How exciting. Okay, so we have number 36, Temple of Dreams, Sacred Dreams, Prophecies, Dream Journeys. So you guys may be having some dreams about certain people, certain new paths for your career. So that's very fun. And then we have number 29, Mountain Lights, Light Beings, Portals, Subtle Energies. Okay. Again with the mountains. You guys may live somewhere with mountains or be traveling like to Colorado or the Grand Canyon or something like that. All right. 29, Mountain Lights. In the in-between places, the beings of the hidden worlds can make their way into the world of this planet through portals. They come in simple forms of light, offering energy to the natural world in this time of change on our planet. They assist all who care for the planet and who wish to be part of her evolution. See, that's you. And this is being reflected in the desire to change your career or whatever this is. You are here to take care of the planet, to help her in her evolution. You can do that on a personal level. You can do that by working with others, working with the environment, whatever. But it's time to answer the call. You who sees this image now are a part of the collective chosen to do the work that has seen the planet survive more than one time of great danger. You need only hold the space for love, for vibrational energy which is pure and high, to maintain peace and a calm in your own self, which will have a soothing effect on all around you. Yeah, definitely being encouraged to have that faith and stay calm. This is no complacent peacekeeping, nor is it ignoring the crisis this Mother Earth now faces. It is to hold a space in which hope can be kept alive, so the beings of light can continue to come through the sacred places, the portals of the hidden worlds, and make their way to the trees and the animals, to the plants and the waterways, through the air and deep into the very clay of the earth, and help purify her, heal her, sustain her. Hold this loving light energy within yourself. Speak from the heart. Keep kindness close to you. Show the way through being the alternative. Break the chains of anger and sadness that seek to enslave your spirit, to overwhelm you. And see, you had that card saying that you were breaking the chain. At this time, let lightness be the way. Have a soft touch, a kind gaze, and a warm heart. And keep the pathways alive for the light to do her sacred work. Light workers assist in keeping open the pathways for light beings to help heal this planet. Keep the living light inside you alive. Absolutely. I love that. That's confirmation for your career. You're doing something big, and it's time to trust in it and go towards it. All right. Last card here. Number 36, Temple of Dreams, Sacred Dreams, Prophecies, Dream Journeys. Some of you guys may be going to like Italy or Greece or something with this building. Makes me think of that. This could also involve like court in some way. Doesn't feel negative though. Like it feels good. Okay, let's see. There are holy places in the hidden worlds where dreams are created, libraries where dreams that are necessary to be dreamt are stored. They are written in codes of light woven into the energy field, then sent through portals and vortexes into the world of the humans and delivered to the beings who are most open to receiving them. I feel like both these cards are talking about portals a lot. So, see, and I'm looking in the window here and I have like my ring light and it's kind of shining on that, looking like a portal. So I feel like you guys can create your own portal, right? Like you can literally imagine like a white light portal, or you can go somewhere where it feels like it's a portal. Some of you guys may be traveling like Sedona, or like I feel like Arizona, or maybe Utah, something like that. Some place has a lot of vortexes, like Joshua Tree. I don't know. It feels like that's a significant message there. Or you can create your own, do your own thing. You could even put like crystals in a circle or flower petals or something. Candles. I think doing that will open you up to receiving more, receiving the guidance, receiving the abundance, receiving the new love. This we do with ideas and creations, and most often dreams. We create these dreams to inspire you, to offer you the very greatest moments of possibility, to send to you memories of other lives, to share preludes of the lives to come, to convey the connections that are between all of us and all of you. Your dreaming life is another life, not simply a place where you go through your day or work to rehearse. Let me reread that. What is happening in this sentence? Your dreaming life is another life, not simply a place where you go through your day or work or rehearse your life. This takes place, it is true. But the dreams of the Spirit will come to you, written by the scribes of the priestess and the gods and all the divine ones in these temples of dreams. You will now recognize that the dreams you felt were only dreams, as in not real enough to possibly hold the significance you thought they may contain, are, dear soul, real. These are sent to you, they now belong to you, and they contain codes, energies, messages, truths that open you up, until you feel wisdom breathing through your every cell. We will write the dreams your soul most needs. We will continue to send them to you. And if you ask us, we will send you the dreams you most need. Okay. Dreaming is my spirit's study. The visions I receive are the texts my soul has taken from the libraries of the hidden worlds. Very cool. So pay attention to your dreams, Virgo. You may benefit from keeping a dream journal at this time. But know that Spirit is sending you thoughts, ideas, visions, dreams because they're meant for you. Not to set you up for failure, not to scare you, but because it's time for you to take up the role you're meant to take. Trust yourself. Trust in Spirit. All right. That is your reading, Virgo. Again, thank you so much for being my most viewed video in the last bunch of readings. I'm starting to, I'll release readings according to who has the highest views. And then that that zodiac sign will get a bonus reading. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much. And if you would like more content from me, I've got all my social media down below. I also have my website. That is a great place to book a personal reading, a healing ceremony, just to check out more about me. And I also have a great newsletter you can sign up for. I always send out, like my readings there, rituals, just good content, discounts, whatever. So check it out if you want. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. I'll see you next time, Virgo. Bye-bye.